Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Lutruwita, Tasmania is blessed with many areas of parklands, and green open spaces are an intrinsic aspect of Tasmanians' lifestyle and character. We are deeply connected to nature, and open spaces connect families and communities to each other for recreation, walking with dogs and friends, and enjoying the gentle natural spaces in city environments. And it's the threats to people's way of life that has been the impetus for many thousands of Clarence residents to raise up in outrage after hearing that their special parks are set to be destroyed to construct an AFL High Performance Centre. That's a facility that could be located on any number of other more suitable and acceptable locations. Charles Hand Park and Rosny Parklands are crucial open space in a part of Clarence that's experienced a massive growth in development in recent times. They're also spaces that form a central part of what is the now scrapped City Heart project plan for Clarence. It's a plan that was widely lauded through the community for its vision and for a connected and cohesive approach to planning. In regards to the Rosny Parkland, the City Heart project outline described it as a large area of council-owned public open space, previously used as a public golf course and laid out as a parkland with mature trees. It's a unique feature of the Clarence City Heart project. And it goes on to say, importantly, the land is subject to a condition on the title requiring that it remain for community use. Should the Tasmanian State Government find that the land is not being used in accordance with the condition, it reverts to state government ownership. For this reason, Council wishes to investigate uses for the land that are not commercial in nature. So to describe, Honourable Speaker, the multi-billion-dollar business that is the AFL as anything other than a commercial operation would be laughable if it wasn't for the fact that the majority of Clarence City councillors have voted to give the parklands away to a for-profit company without a social licence for them to do that. Rosny Parklands has the potential to serve as an accessible and beautiful linkage between Springhaven Village, Fairway Rise residential care home and essential community services at Eastlands in the Eastlands area. It's a bright vision for a beautiful place that will be snuffed out for an elite AFL facilities out of bounds for Clarence citizens if the community don't get their way. And the community are rising up because Charles Hand Park is such a vibrant and essential part of the lives of people in the Clarence community. It links Rosny with Rosny College, Eastlands and Kangaroo Bay. And if Mayor Blomley has his way and the development at all costs crowd, it would be sacrificed. But I really salute the community and what they've done so far. It was an incredible shock when people found out that there was this plan for what they considered to be in posterity park lands that would be available for generations to come. The good people of the Save Rosny Parklands group, which has developed in very short time, are doing what the Clarence City Council has failed to do at the beginning. They've initiated a genuine public conversation about how and why such important public open spaces matter to locals and why they should or should not be gifted to the AFL. And they've got so many unanswered questions. Has the council followed proper procedure about site selection? Unlikely. Did the council send their proposal to the Department of State Growth before the council had given in-principle approval to this proposal? Who knows? What communication was there about other potential sites in Clarence? Another mystery. At what point did the AFL get involved with these discussions and the subsequent decision-making? Perhaps only Mayor Blomley or Premier Rockcliffe knows the answer to that. And were all councillors given adequate and accurate information about other potential site options, feasibility studies and consultations? That's another question that the community are in the dark about. Honourable Speaker, these are all questions that the community's raised and are still asking without answers. It's utterly unacceptable. The community needs to understand these issues and shouldn't be bulldozed and tossed aside. And that's been the approach of Mayor Blomley. And that's why they've gathered together over 1,000 signatures in quick time from concerned Clarence residents to conduct an elector poll. And they've done it out of desperation and pure frustration. And I can say, as a local member, I have been so invigorated by the energy in the Rosny community in particular coming together on this issue. They've formed and they've all got busy lives, and they've come together because they absolutely love those public open spaces, and they're shocked to the core at the idea that they might not remain in community hands. The Greens and the Save Rosny Parklands group are in no doubt that Mayor Blomley has failed to follow correct processes. He's not considered alternative locations properly, he's misled fellow councillors in the community, and he's consistently blocked the flow of information that's in the public interest. It's a typical Liberal Party ploy. Bend over backwards to big businesses while treating the community with contempt. The Greens won't stand for it, civil society won't stand for it, and the Save Rosny Parklands community won't stand for it. Their parklands are precious, and their support for the call for an elected poll is going to allow the Clarence people to have their say. And we can see that their voice is already being heard and is having an effect. And I note that the Tasmania Devils Football Club Chair, Grant O'Brien, said recently that the club is hoping to have, quote, a more definitive view on the suitability of the Rosny site in the coming weeks. He also said the club's preferred location is the one where the entire training and administration facility would be housed on the site of the former Rosny Golf Club, he said in an update to members. But he added that relocating the project to the runner-up site in Kingston has not been ruled out. It's also important, he said, to note that the Kingborough Twin Ovals option remains under consideration whilst we are completing our investigative work. So it's really important that the community keeps speaking out and speaking their mind. They were utterly sidelined, blindsided by the council, where there was no consultation of the dog walking group, of local residents who knew nothing about this massive plan, of the skate park users, of the young people at Rosny College.
The member's time
and I
has
salute
expired.
them and look forward to the result of the poll.